Hello and welcome everyone, Lionheart here, and today I am reviewing the Sharkoon GSone professional gaming stereo headset. Been a while since I've done a review, and I should also apologise to Sharkoon because I have had these for quite some time, along with a mouse, which I'll mention at the end of this video and I'll be reviewing shortly as well. So apologies Sharkoon for taking a while getting around to this review. September blew up with EGX and all that, and it hasn't really stopped since then. But I'm finally getting around to having a look at these. And good news is, I quite like what they're offering. So, done with the box. Whoop. Bye box. Nothing broke. So, this is the headset itself. I'll be throwing up some images on screen so you can take a look at some of the features itself. But you've got a microphone there. And there's the side. It does look quite nice, but also at the same time, you're not going to be mistaken for wearing a pair of headphones out in the street, especially with this big old microphone on the side. I'll actually show you when you put it on. There is no way denying that there is a microphone right next to your face. Thankfully, you can tilt it up and that will mute it. But yeah, really these are definitely aimed at the gamer rather than a discreet microphone experience. It's there, it's loud and it's proud, and it works quite well, and we'll do a mic test with that later on. Anyway, stats of this thing. It has 53mm speaker drivers, and that Sharkoon Say gives it very crisp bass and very clear highs. And from my experience using these, and I've been using these for an extended time, obviously because my review's been kind of delayed with these, I can affirm that the bass is very nice and clear. It doesn't get muddy like some headsets can, and the highs and the vocals are very nice and clear. The mids, I wouldn't say they're okay, and I think that's probably where the sacrifice comes with having really nice solid bass and clear highs. The mid suffers somewhere. It's very hard to get all three of those right. But they've done really well, considering this it retails at around about the £40 to £45 price mark. Is listed on Amazon at about £46 at the moment. But yes, so for its price, it's actually it sounds very nice. It actually sounds like it would cost a lot more compared to some other headsets that I've tried out that are more expensive. Some of them nearly double the price and don't sound as good as this in terms of the bass and the highs together. So obviously that bass being nice and clear, it means that in games with lots of explosions, lots of bass rumbling, I always use Battlefield 4 as an example here, explosions, shots, things like that, very nice and punchy, and you really do feel immersed. But highs are nice and clear, so you can hear footsteps well. The design, obviously, it's in plastic. There is kind of a steel band that goes through there for adjustment. That's quite nice. I should say you've also got a volume control on the right ear cup there. Again, there's no mic mute because that's just done by tilting the microphone up. That automatically mutes the mic, which is good, and it saves and extra buttons and things like that, and it fits in quite well. Apart from that, that is pretty much all you've got on the actual headset itself. Bit of adjustability, and obviously the earphones actually kind of bend in a little bit to give you a bit more flex. And as I said, there's plenty of adjustment capability there. Comfort-wise, actually, this is what lets this headset down for me. I don't know if it's just the shape of my head particularly, but it's not the most comfortable pair of headphones I've ever worn. Over a prolonged amount of time, it does feel like it's squeezing my head a little bit, but again, with headsets, it's often, you know, everyone's head is a little bit different, so some people will be going, what are you doing, Lionheart? This is a perfectly good headset, I've got one, and my head is fine, it's not squished like a grape. I'm not saying my head's under a lot of pressure, but it just feels a bit snugger, a bit tighter on my head than some other headsets. After a long amount of gaming, that will be uncomfortable, but you know, for short spells this is fine. I should also mention this is compatible with both PC and PS4 out of the box, because obviously you can plug this straight into the controller, and it has one of these universal jacks at the bottom, so this can go into your smartphone as well, so you can listen to music, but as I said, probably not going to exactly want to, well, I don't know, if you want to walk around with a big old microphone by the side of your head while you're listening to music, fair enough. I mean, the bass and the highs do sound really nice and clear, and actually because of how it sounds, I'd quite happily wear these out listening to my music. I'd just be, yeah, whatever, I've got a microphone on the side of my face, who cares? However, if you want the kind of standard 2 plug input. Then you have your pink and green for PC connection. Obviously you can use that to go straight into your PS4 controller. I don't have a PS4 so I can't test that, but that's what the diagram shows, and yeah, it looks right. So yeah, you have a kind of an extension cable here for the split 3.5mm jacks for headphones and microphone into your PC if you want to use that. And actually, I'm quite glad that Sharkoon have given you a really nice length of cable here. In fact, I can't show you, I'm getting tangled up in all the cables. They're so long. So I can't actually show you on camera how long this cable is. I can probably fold it up a couple of times so it's in shot. So that is it wrapped up, what, twice? There's a lot to it. Really nice long extension cable. So you can, sit back on your bed away from your computer if you want. You'll have plenty of room. And I really appreciate manufacturers that give you this option for extended cables. Some of them, yes, they will have this this single jack at the end, and then they'll give you a splitter for the two 3.5mm ones, but then they'll give you like this length of cable. And who uses that to anyone? So that's a huge plus for me. I like that they've included that out of the box. That is fine. And that, in fact, that's everything that comes in the box. That is everything to do with this headset. So all that's left to do really is a mic test. I'll throw in a comparison to another microphone that I have, or the headset that I have at the moment, and you can see a comparison there.
This is a sound test using the Sharkoon GSone. As you can hear, my voice is reasonably clear. It doesn't sound, perfectly normalized, but it has a reasonable depth to it, and it sounds pretty bassy, actually. So it's not too bad. It's one of the more richer, fuller sounding microphones that you can get on a gaming headset. I'm now going to compare this to a SteelSeries V3 microphone on that headset. So this is using the microphone on the SteelSeries V3, doing a test with its microphone as a comparison for the Sharkoon GSone gaming headset for this review.
So that was the mic test for the Sharkoon GSone. Now time to give this bad boy a score and a wrap up. So I've quite liked this headset, and I do like the sound. The sound is very good. The microphone, as we heard in that mic test, is actually fairly reasonable. It's not the best in the world, but for a £45-ish headset, it's actually what we've come to expect. And in fact, it's a fair bit better than some headsets in this price bracket anyway. So I like that. I like the fact that you just tilt up to mute it. I like the fact that it's got an built into the headset volume control. And I like the braided cable and obviously the length of the extensions. That's good. The only thing that lets it down for me really is that it's not the most comfortable headset in the world for me. For others out there, again, different shapes of heads and things like that, different lengths of use of the headset, you may find this more comfortable for you. But for me, it just feels a little bit tight wearing it for prolonged gaming sessions. But again, probably worth, extending it out a little bit. If you've got a bigger head, you'll probably be fine, but that would just, woo, that's a bit too loose. So overall, what score am I going to give this? I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10, and I'm really pleased with this. For its kind of price bracket, it's probably got the best sound in a headset that I've heard. And the microphone is reasonable, and you guys will know that watch my reviews regularly. I go on about headset microphones a lot. And this one is actually not too bad. So, the look and aesthetics isn't for everyone, and for me the comfort isn't the best. So I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. Thanks again to Sharkoon for sending this over to me. Apologies to them for taking so long to actually get this review done. But I hope you enjoyed this review. Please do give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave a comment if you've got a pair of these, or if you're interested in picking some up. I think they're pretty reasonable for their price. And also, I'll be doing a review on the Sharkoon Draconia gaming mouse very soon. So be sure to tune in, hit that subscribe button for that as well. So until next time, I hope you enjoyed this review. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Take pride and join the Legion. Ciao for now.